Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to another super fast, super fun revision session. I know your exams are just around the corner, so don't you worry. We're going to tackle this together and make sure you're feeling absolutely confident. Today, we're diving into the house of hundreds. Let's play with some big numbers. So, to get us started, let me tell you a story. I'm pretty sure you've heard this one, about the great Emperor Akbar and his super smart minister, Birbal. One day, Akbar asks Birbal a really tricky question. He says, Birbal, tell me, exactly how many crows are there in our city? I mean, what a question, right? How could anyone possibly know that? But Birbal, he was just brilliant. He comes back the next day and says with full confidence, Your Majesty, there are exactly 963 crows in our city. And when Akbar asked how he could possibly be so sure, Birbal gave the funniest answer. He said, well, you can count them. If there are more, it just means their relatives are visiting. And if there are fewer, well, they've gone on a holiday. See, maths is not just about calculations, it's about clever thinking. Okay, speaking of clever, let's go on a little mission. We've got a hungry crane here, and we need to help it find its food. And we're going to do that using a number line. Ready to help? Let's go. All right, have a look. Our crane is at number 667, and it sees a yummy fish all the way at number 700. So how many steps does it need to jump forward to get that fish? We're going from a smaller number to a bigger one. So what do you think we need to do? You got it. It needs to jump forward exactly 33 steps, because 667 plus 33 is 700. Fantastic! You just did that in your head, didn't you? Shabash, my brilliant children. The crane is one happy bird now. But wait a minute, the crane is still a little bit hungry. Now it spotted a juicy worm over at number 650. This time, to get from 667 to 650, does it need to jump forward or backward? And how many steps would that be? Exactly, it has to jump back. We just find the difference, right? 667 minus 17 gets us to 650. So just remember, jumping back on the number line is basically subtraction. Well done. You are all number line experts now. All right, that was fun, but I think it's time for a game. You know what I'm talking about. It's time for some number Tambola. This is going to be a super quick round just to test how fast you are with your numbers. Get ready to strike them out. So here it is, our game board for today, filled with all sorts of numbers. I'm going to give you some clues, and your job is to find the right number on this board. Let's do this. Okay, first clue is up. I am looking for a number that is 5 less than 625. So what is 625 minus 5? Quick, think fast. The answer is 620. Did you spot it on the board? Next clue. Ready? Find me the number that is 2 more than 610. Come on, you know this. 610 plus 2 is 612. Did you find it? Excellent. And now for our final clue. This one's a big one. I want you to find all the numbers on the board that are between 595 and 605. Look carefully. You should be spotting 597, 599, 600, and 602. What a great game. You guys are amazing. Let's move on to our next topic. You all know how you can tap your screen to skip forward 10 or 20 seconds in a YouTube video, right? Well, numbers can do that too. We call it skip counting, and it's all about finding the secret pattern. Just look at this. In that first line, we're jumping by twos. 940, 942, 944. So what's next? Of course, 946. So easy. The next one is jumping by tens. 750, 760, 770. And in the last one, we're taking huge leaps, jumping by 100s. 450, 550, 650. See? Once you find the pattern, maths is a piece of cake. Okay, so sometimes we have to compare numbers. Look at these two, 383 and 338. At a quick glance, they look kind of similar, but which one is actually the bigger number? Now, here's a super easy way to remember the greater than and less than signs. Just think of a really greedy crocodile. His mouth always opens wide to eat the bigger number because he wants the biggest meal. So for 383 and 338, the crocodile's mouth would open towards 383. Simple, right? All right, everyone, it's time to put on your detective hats. We're about to investigate some very special numbers and uncover their secrets. Let's solve some number mysteries. So there are some really cool types of numbers out there. First, you have these repeating triplets, like 111, 222, where every digit is the same. Then you have my absolute favorites, palindromes, like 353. You can read it forwards or backwards, and it's the exact same number. How cool is that? And of course, there are numbers with zeros. Can you think of another three-digit palindrome? What about 484? Okay, here is a puzzle for all you detectives. Imagine I give you 6 blank slips of paper. On each slip, you can write either 100 or 10 or 1. If you have to use all 6 slips, what is the biggest, largest, most massive total you can possibly make? Come on, pause for a second and really think about it. Did you figure it out? The answer is 600. To make the biggest possible number, you have to use the biggest value, right? Which is 100. So if you write 100 on all 6 of your slips, you get 600. That was some brilliant thinking. And for our very last topic today, we are going to uncover a fascinating secret from right here in India, from ancient times. Did you know that thousands of years ago, people here had a special code for writing numbers using words? It's totally true, and it's absolutely amazing. This incredible system is called Bhutasankhya. It's an ancient way of using words for objects to represent numbers. So instead of writing the digit 1, you could just use the word for something of which there's only one. And this makes it so clear. Think about it. How many moons are in the sky at night? Just one. So the word for moon could mean the number 1. And how many eyes do we all have? 2. So the word eyes could mean the number 2. It's like a beautiful, secret language hidden in plain sight. And that's a wrap on our revision. We solved puzzles, we played games, and we even learned an ancient Indian secret. The most important thing is to remember that numbers are everywhere, and they can be so much fun. So my final question for you is, what amazing numbers can you create using words? Maybe the fingers on one hand for the number 5. Keep thinking. You all did a wonderful job today. All the very, very best for your exams. I know you are all going to be absolute rock stars.